What's up, Nerd Fam? Nerdy Jace here, and I'm finally back with a new video here for the new year, 2026. And to start off, it's going to be a holiday edition of What's in the Box? And as you should know, What's in the Box is my version of a pickup video, whether it's online stores, local shops, flea markets, eBay, gifts from friends, family, whatever. Kitties doing shit in the background. But, I show it off, talk a little bit about it, and, hopefully turn you on to some new things. Yeah, we got Jones, Ripley, and Rock and Roll. Hey, babies. Ripley. Ripley likes to torment her brothers. Let's play nice. Anywho, so yeah, this is going to be basically just a holiday edition. I meant to do this kind of in increments throughout, late November into December, but work and all kinds of other stuff happened. So I just kind of put it off, and we're just going to make one big ass video. So yeah, get you some. Get you some snacks, get you a drink. I got me a little bourbon and cola action going. And yeah, today's dish, I got all kinds of stuff. I got games, movies, bath accessories, apparel, liquor, patches, vinyl, of course, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. First off, I got another bottle of Ice Nine Kills, Macabre Spirits, Horrorwood Reserve. So I got this right before, the last batches went out, because they end up selling out. So this is just the regular version. I say regular, so it's not the collectors that had the special stopper and all the drink cards, or whatever. So yeah, this is just the same bourbon, and it comes with two out of the 10 or 12, whatever it is, drink cards that I showed off in my one video, my unboxing. So yeah, right now this is still untapped, because again, they allegedly are out at the distillery or whatever. So I'm going to hold on to this as long as I can. I really enjoy this bourbon. So hopefully they'll produce a lot more of it so it's more readily available. So yeah, I'm gonna hold out as long as I can. Let's see, let's go with some bath accessories. As you know from some of my other videos, I got into the Dr. Squatch line of products, pretty much just the soaps. I have tried their shampoo. I didn't care for it. They also have some other shaving stuff, deodorant, which the deodorant is freaking expensive. So I'm just sticking with the soaps. So I got a various selection here of their soap bricks. So these first two are some of the Halloween editions. This is Count Sedula, which is a black currant seed light grit scent, and yeah, it smells pretty good. Ripley Summers, be easy with your brother. Yeah. Yes, we see you, stinker. So I got that one, and then one of the Nightmare Before Christmas ones, Skellington Suds. So this one is bone flower extract, and it's also light grit. I prefer the light 0 to light grit. Medium's okay. I haven't really done a heavy one. But yeah, again, smells really, really nice. And again, the Dr. Squatch is all natural products, or all natural ingredients and things. Hold on. We'll see how long that lasts. Yeah, they use all natural ingredients to come up with their soaps and all their other stuff that I said before. So very, very nice. And again, I like most of the scents. And then finally, because these were a Target exclusive, got a hold of most of the Stranger Things bricks. Yeah, this one, it's got Steve on it. It's wild orchid extract, squawk signal. We got experiment number 11, which is rainbow plant extract, medium grit, and has, features 11, of course, or L. And the other one is Hellfire and Beyond, which is a dragon's blood extract that's medium grit. That has my boy Dustin on it. So yeah. Again, the baby can do no wrong, even when we have visual proof that she's starting shit. But yeah, I was looking for these for a long time. It wasn't until like part through or halfway through, I think, part 1 of season 5 that these that Target finally got these in, and then actually they started selling them on their website too. Yeah, speaking of Strange Things, I haven't watched season 5 yet. Haven't ponied up for Netflix because again we canceled it a couple years ago, and from what I've heard and briefly read and stuff, like season 5 is kind of a mixed bag. Like part 1, everybody's like, oh, it's okay, and then part 2 just like shit the bed. And apparently there's also they did a behind the scenes documentary where yeah, sounds like basically they did their own version of like Game of Thrones, like towards the end of Game of Thrones, when like they went into season 5 not knowing the ending. Like, how the fuck do you do that? And again, I tried not to get too many spoilers or whatever, but yeah, apparently it's a very big mixed bag and lots of like plot holes or things not finishing like they should or whatever. I don't know. We'll see whenever I eventually watch it. But anywho, I love Dr. Squatch. They make great products. Check them out. Again, you can go to their website or Target. Target has a bunch of their stuff. All right. Next up, let's go to some games. So first up, as you know from I believe it was my last What's in the Box video, I got a Super Game Boy and some more Game Boy games. We'll also now have a Game Boy EverDrive. So this has Game Boy, Game Boy Color, like all the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. And you can play it. You can play it on a Super Game Boy. You can play it on a regular Game Boy. Although, if you do that, if you play it on the Super or the regular Game Boy, you won't be able to access all of the Game Boy Color games because, again, there was only certain ones that could work on both. But if you have a Game Boy SP, you can play everything on there, no sweat. So again, nice little addition for that. So again, I can play through again the entire library. And actually, I've played what was it? Donkey Kong 92, I think it is. That game's freaking awesome, and it was made specifically for like the Game Boy Color, whatever. It's great. So yeah, got that for the collection now. Has a little reset button up here so you can go back to the menu quicker to switch out your games, whatever. Again, that's kind of wonky if you're using it on the Super Game Boy, but if you're doing it with the regular one, it should work no problem. And then lastly, for the games, this is a dual gift for me and the wifey. Got the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection for PS5. I also have it on Steam, so when I eventually stop being lazy and make some more Fight Club videos, I'll jump into that. But I wanted to have another copy, have an actual physical copy, and this has some nice extras in it. And yeah, because Atari put this out, you could get like a big collector's edition from Limited Run Games that had like a Goro controller holder and some other lenticular cards and other shit pins and stuff. But this is pretty cool. Nice collection of games. Again, I can't remember if I talked about it before, but it has the arcade and console versions of Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate MK3, MK4, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and also like Game Boy and Game Gear versions of all those stuffs too. Some Game Boy Advance versions of Deadly Alliance, which is kind of weird, but they talk about that. I can't remember what all they said. About the reasoning behind that, but so this came with, the regular copy and then also a steelbook that you could put it in. Oh yeah, it has online play, rollback netcode, a bunch of crypt stuff. It has rewind feature, so when the computer's doing typical bullshit, you can rewind, get back in there, whatever. Very good collection. They've done a lot of work with patches and stuff because again, they switched the code over, but especially for the arcade versions, the computer is cheap as fuck, because arcade machines were made to make money. That's why they ramp the difficulty up, so they take your quarters and stuff. So they did a few things to tweak that and other little things, get the input delay down, things like that. But we also got a poster that's basically just the front of that. It's kind of whatever, but again, it's available in there. Little collector pin. I think this is a pin or magnet. It's nice looking. Got these little cards that shows the arcade games when they came out. Little facts about it. But yeah, we also got the I can't remember what it's called, the web something version of Ultimate WebNet version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So that's basically the ultimate version of Ultimate MK3, has patches in there for balancing and things like that. And then these little other little cards. So yeah, the little mock arcade marquee. Signs or whatever. Then also like the magazine advertisements for the games and stuff too. So that's pretty cool, going back through, memory lane with these kind of things. So yeah, you can play offline or online. Again, for me, I don't really care about online. I mean, I might jump in here and there, but mostly I'm going to play it for offline and again have me and the wifey get pissed off at each other. Probably her more than me, because again, she'll button mash and not really know how to do some like combos and things like that. So I don't know. Kind of same idea as playing Mario Kart with your significant other. That's just going to result in a bloodbath. So we haven't played against each other yet, but it'll come. But again, that was really cool. I was very much looking forward to that collection. Let's see. Let's jump into some apparel now. So this is a combination of things I bought myself for myself, and then Christmas presents. So first one, this is some Terrifier lounge pants from Fright Rags. This was a gift from the wifey. Again, these are very, very comfy. Nice material, and again has various art implements. Art himself. It's got the hacksaw, the horn, and all kinds of stuff. So again, really like these, especially since my Universal or my Frankenstein or no, yeah, my Universal Monster lounge pants, they're kind of getting worn out. So nice to have those also. And then I got a couple shirts from Cavity Colors. So the first one, it's kind of like the same thing with Fright Rags. They have certain sections where you can do a print on demand features on certain ones, and then this one is for the Thing. And I love this when I first saw the advertisement for it, but never did pull the trigger on it until this other shirt that I'm going to show came up. So I'm like, I'll get that and do this one. And it's base. It looks like the old original Nintendo game covers. That's really really freaking cool. Like the whole setup on that. Again, nice material, just like Fright Rags. Both them and Cavity Colors do have nice products, cool designs and stuff. And again, I love the Thing. My second favorite John Carpenter flick, as I've mentioned many times. And then this next one is a baseball tee, which again I mentioned that I love my baseball tees. And this is a mashup. So this is it's a Lost Boys shirt because it was the anniversary of Lost Boys. But the design is based on the original VHS or poster for Monster Squad. So I'm like, hell yeah, I have to jump on that, and it's freaking wrinkled or whatever. So trying to get that crease out. But it has, the tagline up top, it's fun to be a vampire. And it's got the Frog Brothers and all that down there too. So again, very cool design. And again, I love both movies. So yeah, definitely had to jump on that. This is one of their like limited edition designs or whatever. So they'll basically like vinyl, will have limited printing or pressings or whatever, and then eventually they'll bring them back, I guess, here and there. But they had that original line, so you got to that FOMO, fear of missing out, to jump on it. So I obviously did, and I really wanted to get some of the Batman and Batman Returns designs, but I restrained myself on that. And these next two shirts were gifts from my mom. It's from Roosevelt's. So again, I showed off my my Stormtrooper helmet shirt last year or the year before or whatever. So this one is a Spider-Man. It's from the neighborhood friendly Spider-Man show. It's pretty cool. I love how it's the comic panels. Again, love the feel of the shirt. They feel nice. Love the designs on here. And then also a Scooby-Doo one. So this has, a lot, if not all of the, original seasons, monsters and stuff on it. Of course, the gang and, the Mystery Machine and stuff. So yeah, very, very, very cool. Love both of these. How to say, even though I love Spider-Man, this one's my favorite out of those. So yeah, again, check out Roosevelt's. They have all kinds of stuff, great products. I mean, there's so much other stuff on there that I would like to buy. I could drop a lot of money on there. And then another gift from my parents, I got a Ridge wallet. I've been wanting one for a while, and I got they got me the St. Louis one. So this is really cool. Again, nice compact. Again, wallet. You put your license and cards and whatnot in here, and you just boom, put the little addention out there, pull out what you need, put it right back, good to go. Nice minimum space in your pockets and all that. Um, also has you can put loose cash there, and you can also switch out for a different money clip if you want in there. Nice sturdiness. You can loosen it up or whatever if you need to. It also has a lifetime guarantee or warranty or whatever. So if something messes up, you can contact them and they'll replace your parts or whatever they need to. So again, very happy with this. I've been talking about getting one of these for years, and then finally did. So yeah, very happy with this. It's just been taking some getting used to, as I haven't had a traditional wallet in forever. So trying to get back in the habit of using that instead of my old phone that also had my cards and stuff in. So yeah, and then I finally upgraded my phone also. So yeah, got a few of my stickers on there. All right, let's see. Let's do some wifey gifts. So yeah, these were Christmas gifts from my wonderful wife, Julia. And oh, I forgot to show. So yeah, Cavity Colors. Going back to that, kind of like Fright Rags. When you get their stuff, they'll give you some little extras. So with Cavity Colors, you get like a little bookmarker. So this one's based on the OG It miniseries, Pennywise, right there. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, one of the gifts is we're going to a concert. We're going to go see Weird Al at the end of May. So that should be a very fucking fun concert. I know he puts on a good show. I've seen some like concert DVDs or whatever, or concert things like that before, and yeah, he does the full stage show. And so yeah, this should be a blast. And honestly, I totally forgot about it. We talked about it when tickets were close to going on sale, and then I didn't think about it. I left my mind again, work stuff kind of got in the way, totally forgot about it. So yeah, she surprised me with this. So again, very looking forward to that. And then she also got me it's one of those like those blind bag things. So it was a Terrifier blind bag, and you got a keychain, mystery keychain. So yeah, this is art with some Art Crispy cereal, and it's felt, which is kind of, I haven't seen a felt keychain one before, but that's pretty cool. Go in my my messenger bag, my nerd bag. Add to that collection. And then she also got me some more patches to go on my jean jacket that she did for me a few Christmases ago. So got another like Michael Myers patch, Pinhead. This one has actually has two. So yeah, Jason Voorhees, and then there's another Michael Myers patch. And then, excuse me, a couple Terrifier ones. So there's one, and then there's another one that has more of the first cast on it. So yeah, pretty cool addition. They're going to be great on my jean jacket. And one day I'll do a video showing off. It'll probably be a cell phone video because that'll be easier. Showing my jacket and all the patches and stuff on it, because yeah, that's cool. And then when I take it to work or when I wear it out, like I get all kinds of compliments for it. All right, so let's have that lead into vinyl, this is actually horror related also. So Julia got me the Black Roses soundtrack, based on or it's from the movie. This was in 1988, I believe. So again, great soundtrack to this dumb movie. But again, it's campy. I love it. So yeah, basically it's, again, another one of those where it's in the satanic panic time of the 80s, and the band, the Black Roses, it's the whole thing. Oh, the heavy metal music, it's, the devil's music or whatever, and it's rotting our kids' minds or whatever. And turns out that the band members actually are demons, and that's what they're doing. They're hypnotizing their, which you can see some of the effects right or scenes right there. So yeah, when they go their concerts, they're hypnotizing the crowd and getting them to do their bidding and things like that. But it's pretty cool. It shows the bands and stuff from the film right there. And actually, the band Black Roses in the movie, it's basically it's most of them, the songs that the band does, and they're up there performing. It's performed by the band King Cobra. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, they got 1, 2, 3, 4 Black Roses, and then King Cobra has their own regular song or whatever. So again, now I just got to get this movie out of my collection. It's hard to find. I guess it's got some kind of weird rights thing going on. I don't know. There's only been like one or a couple pressings of it. So they got a DVD, and then there's also a Blu-ray, but I think it's mostly trying to import it or something. I don't know, but at some point this is going to get added to my collection. Because again, it's just dumb, cheesy 80s fun. Again, great soundtrack. And yeah, I saw it on the last drive-in. So yeah, really enjoyed this, and that's pretty cool that she tracked this down for me. And we're going to end the video with a stack of Blu-rays, of course. So these first ones are some more 4K films. And yeah, this is from Julia also. Again, I've been talking about Spinal Tap for months since they announced the second movie, and then when I went and watched it, and of course she got the book for me or whatever. But 4K Spinal Tap 2: The End Continues, Steelbook 4K. Again, great movie. The book is great also. I have it, and I also got the audiobook for through Audible, listened to it. Everybody in Rob Reiner and everybody else that was involved with the film and everything, they talked their own parts in the book and stuff too. But again, this is a great movie. Highly recommend. Check it out. I believe it's on I think it's on HBO Max right now. It's either HBO or Peacock, but I think it's HBO. So yeah, if you have that, check it out, or just buy it. Again, there's cameos in there from, of course, Fran Drescher's character comes back, Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood, Elton John, Paul McCartney. It's great. Check it out. And then this is a gift from my in-laws. The Arrow Video 4K release of Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, Sandra Bullock, and a bunch of others. Again, another dumb, cheesy 90s action flick. And again, I haven't I had it on DVD at one time, and either got rid of it or messed up, whatever, and never did replace it. And then Arrow Video did a 4K couple 4K releases of it. They have like a collector's edition that has a bunch of extra stuff in it or whatever. But again, got this. It looks great in 4K. Again, quotable movie. You know, we still don't actually know what the three seashells, how you're actually supposed to use them. But again, I love that movie. And again, glad to have it in my collection. As well as Conan the Barbarian. Yeah. So yeah, this of course this has 4K and then an extras disc. And same thing, there's a couple different versions of this. They have it like this, and they have another version that has a booklet or whatever with it, and then they have, of course, Conan the Destroyer. Same thing. They have a regular edition like this, one that has a booklet, and then they have one that's Conan the Complete Journey, which is the Uber editions of both of these. So eventually, I'll get Conan the Destroyer also. But again, I've been wanting these on souped up Blu-ray because I think I just have I have them on DVD. So again, getting that extra film quality upgrade for these and stuff, just awesome. And of course, it's Arrow, so plethora of special features on both of these. So again, awesome shit to have in my collection. And in that case, you know, upgrade in my collection. And we're going to round it out with a trio of horror films. So this is the last 4K movie out of these, and it's Trick or Treat. So this is another one I've been meaning to watch for a very long time. I never did. And yeah, finally got the movie, watched it, and really enjoyed it. Again, it's Satanic Panic time period because this came out in '86. But again, the heavy metal kid is getting picked on or whatever, and then has enough, wants to retaliate by, you know, supernatural means in this instance. So the character Eddie, he idolizes the rocker Sammy Kerr, who actually also went to the same school, and he ends up dying in a hotel fire, and that, you know, that just rocks his world or whatever. And he's good friends with the local radio DJ, who's played by Gene Simmons, and he's talking with him, and he gives Eddie a special vinyl it was like an unreleased tracks from Sammy, and he's actually going to play, because he made a copy. He's going to play it for everybody on Halloween as a tribute or whatever. So he's listening to it, and then starts, you know, playing the record backwards, and, you know, Sammy's actually talking to him through that, and then, you know, he's basically helping him get revenge on all the bullies and stuff, and then, you know, gets possessed or whatever. Sammy starts coming to life and whatnot. So Ozzy Osbourne also has a small part in the movie as a you know, kind of basically a religious nut. He's the anti-metal guy or whatever, which again is, you know, it's funny just having him in that in that role. And that, yeah, you actually see him right there. There he is. Yeah, this is Synapse Films put out this this 4K. Again, great movie, and again, great music on there. So the band that does most of the songs, that's Sammy Kerr's band, is actually Fastway, and Fastway is kind of like it's a conglomeration of other like metal people. So you got the Eddie Clark, the one of the guitarists for Motorhead. He's in the group. Pete Way of UFO. You got Dave King, the lead singer for Flogging Molly. He does the vocals for Sammy in there. Apparently, the lead singer for Wasp was offered the role of Sammy Kerr as well as Gene Simmons, but Sammy didn't, or the Wasp guy, he didn't like the script, and then Gene, he passed on it. He wanted to do the DJ part as a tribute to Wolfman Jack. So I thought it was pretty cool. But again, check this out. I guess this is another like this and Black Roses. I guess that going back to Stranger Things, I guess that was kind of like some inspiration for the character of Eddie in there, Eddie Munson. But again, very enjoyable flick. So, check it out. And then I got the last part for the Return of the Living Dead trilogy, part 2 and part 3. So part 2, this is a Shout Factory, Scream Factory release that I finally added to the collection. And then Return of the Living Dead 3 is from Vestron Video. This is their fourth release. So again, total night and day as far as tone and stuff. Definitely, and they're different things. So Return of the Living Dead Part 2 had a bunch of, it's not as classic as the original, but it does have its own following. And the director, Ken Widerhorn, I'm not sure how you actually say his last name. He had to deal with so much like studio shit making this movie. So basically he wanted to do his own thing with the series or for his movie. And then they wanted basically him to rehash the first film. So this is kind of like Evil Dead 2. It's same as the first part, but also different. So yeah, it's its own thing. But again, it's more the horror comedy part of it. So yeah, finally we got this, and then of course watched it. And again, I prefer the first one, but again, it has its own charm and stuff too. And then part 3, this is more horror romance, I guess. I don't know, but also it stars Melinda Clark, who goes by Mindy Clark in this one. So, and actually, I should have wore my Trioxin hat as I talk about this, but so in this one, Mindy's boyfriend, I can't think of his name right now, but she's dating a guy, this one guy whose father works for the government, and they're doing experiments with trioxin and stuff. And she's obsessed with macabre stuff, death, and zombies, reanimation, and shit like that. So he sneaks her into the government building, and they see some of the experiments that they're doing and the zombies and stuff, and that just like turns her on and stuff. But then they end up getting into a motorcycle accident, and she dies. So again, I can't think of the dude's name, but the guy takes her to the facility, reanimates her with a trioxin, and then again, she has zombies and stuff too, and they actually have like cyborg zombies and shit in this too. But the only thing other than brains that like curbs the pain of reliving is pain. So that's where you see like right there, and there's several still pictures that show her. You see all the little chains and piercings and stuff in there. So yeah, she pierces herself with various implements to curb the pain. And then of course in in all these, tons of blood, guts, and gore, and all that kind of stuff. So again, two different sides of the spectrum, but enjoyable in their own right. I like part 3 better, more so than this. Part 1 is still the Mortal Classic. Can't go wrong with that. They tweak Tarman in this one, so it's not as iconic as the original one, but whatever. It's still great. Yeah, you can see right there. So yeah, basically the government's trying to turn zombies into automaton killing machines, and as per usual, that shit backfires. Whatever. But again, check them out if you haven't. I'm sure you can rent them on Prime, or they might even be on the various streaming services. I'm not sure, or you can do like I did, pick them up for cheap at a local shop or online or whatever. But there you have it, folks. That's going to end this long-winded holiday edition of What's in the Box. Thank you for joining me as always. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for your patience in, again, my lack of videos. Again, I had to kind of recharge a bit and get back into the swing of things, or get in the right frame of mind or whatever. So again, thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. And you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share, leave some comments if you like. And until next time, Nerd Fam, Nerd Jace, out.